What's going on, guys? This is a product I meant to review actually a year ago when it first came out. I'm reviewing the Fit Home Gym. Full disclosure, this thing was sent to me free of charge. This isn't a promotional video. I don't even have any affiliate links. I'm gonna give you guys my honest thoughts on the matter. My genuine interest in doing this video is because I thought it was just really cool. And honestly, when I first saw this thing about last summer, I kind of thought in some way, shape, or form, someone was gonna kind of knock this off or make some other version of it. And since then, seeing some of the reviews kind of coming in over this year time, they've been overwhelmingly kind of positive, and these are from other kind of independent solicited reviews. So that's why I kind of thought this was kind of a cool product. Seems like it's kind of went through the test of time. This thing is incredibly simplistic, kind of an ingenious design. When you look at it, you would think, well, how hard and how sturdy is this? There's a little bit of flexing here, but with this type of metal, I think even on their website they say this, this is kind of one of the types of metal that more it kind of bends, it kind of gets more conditioned, so actually it's stronger the more you use it. I'm not trying to give it lip service, but I will say after you screw in the bottom position, it actually is relatively very sturdy. And even the bottom portion of the base, you can actually adjust the little legs. So I'm on uneven grass right now, so it's a little bit more wobbly than usual. Otherwise though, totally stable for what it is. While it is a little expensive, I do think a lot of people find some use from this, either wanting to do indoor workouts, outdoor workouts, or say even if you're traveling, because it does actually fold up really nicely. It comes in a bag actually if you want to pick that up. Personally, I'm trying to get back into body weight exercises, going outside and just messing around, doing some other standalone workouts with body weight. And I think you can really do that with this machine. Obviously with things like pull-ups, dips, there's a variety of push-ups. I actually do really love their push-up handles, the way they kind of sink in and they kind of do stay somewhat grounded if you're say on the grass. They might move around a little bit if you're on some sort of some sort of like slick ground or like hardwood floor. Otherwise, the push-ups feel good. There is an anchor spot, and it comes with a kind of a solid, just this solid metal kind of rod here that has little loops, gives you some carabiners. There's actually handles, and they do give you guys a couple small, relatively inexpensive, looks like they're inexpensive, loop style bands. So you actually can anchor loop style bands to here, so that's also kind of an added bonus to this. I personally wouldn't use this necessarily for band workouts, but you could. It's simplistic and it would probably get the job done if you really wanted to. So you're seeing more or less the exercises that I'm doing. I felt like these things are relatively simplistic. I actually gave myself kind of little assisted pull-ups by kind of like jumping up or assisting my feet here. You're seeing some assisted pistol squats, single leg squats. I'm utilizing leverage for a variety of rows. I would utilize this bar a lot for things like bicep curls. And that's what's cool about this, is that you guys saw in the previous video, I had kind of those tall parallettes, and now I necessarily don't even need those. I got to give those things away, but this thing does come off, so you actually just use the functional parallettes as is if you guys want to work on some progressive calisthenics or body weight exercises. I did reach out to the company. I saw on their website you can actually anchor bands to this thing, of course, for assisted pull-ups, but even horizontal pulls. I asked if that was okay. Now you have to probably anchor the platform down so it won't kind of move, but the company did tell me that it can take any kind of horizontal pulling from a tube band. So if you want to use tube bands, or I should say loop bands, sorry, on this thing, that also works. As a suspension trainer, again, you're a little limited in kind of the distance, but you can actually do some suspension trainer training. Wrapping up some of the pros of the products, I would definitely say this thing kind of exceeded my expectations as far as being incredibly versatile and simplistic, but still functional. Getting into the cons, the biggest of which would be the fact that this thing is definitely pricey. So it is $400. They did give me like a $30 off coupon for you guys. Again, I get no cut from that whatsoever. It's just a coupon with my name on it. But you guys can use that if you want to save 30 bucks. So it is pricey. And that's why a year ago, I kind of thought when I saw it, I'm like, they'll probably make something cheaper eventually that I'll kind of check out. And the stuff you kind of see that is kind of like portable pull-up bars, those are super flimsy, super wobbly, and just kind of awkward in my opinion. This is probably the sleekest, best design I've seen. I think there was like kind of a patent pending or patent on this type of setup and design. So I think that's what you're kind of paying for in the cost. I do think long-term durability wise, it will hold up. But other than cost, the only con I'd really say is just that it's not super tall. So if you're a really tall person, possibly if you don't like this kind of closed gap and it is kind of fixed, you might not like the width and the parallettes. But for me, being 6 foot, weight-wise, you guys, I'm like 215, 220, something like that. I think it fits me just fine. So I think if you guys are any short of that, you guys should be good. That's really it though. I want to keep it a brief review. I think you guys are going to see a lot more of this in the future because I do intend to do some, maybe some light traveling. I'm going to bring this thing outside. It's one of these things my kids like to play with inside, and it's very easy to kind of set up. So it is kind of like a glorified jungle gym. And just like I already said in the video, guys, everything that I do review, I have to have a genuine interest in actually using it. And I do think this is something I'm gonna be kind of putting through the ringer a little bit, so I will keep you guys updated and posted if this thing does kind of malfunction or bends or warps. But based on the reviews I'm seeing so far, this thing tends to hold up. But that's it, guys. Any questions, comments, or feedback about this thing, let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next video.